In China, attending a private school faces less academic pressure. How relaxed is her day? Li Anqi, an 18-year-old. Although she attends a private school, with a relatively relaxed student management style, being late for class is still unacceptable. After waking up, Anqi puts her dirty clothes in the washing machine and then brushes her teeth and washes her face. Each floor of the dormitory has communal restrooms and showers with all the necessary amenities. There are even hairdryers, something many university students don't have access to, demonstrating the school's convenience and thoughtfulness. After completing her personal tasks, Anqi returns to her room to put on makeup, a nearly indispensable part of her morning routine, as she wouldn't want to wake up so early without this motivation. After putting on her makeup and uniform, she went to the cafeteria for breakfast. The uniform looked quite modest, but the bottom part was a very short skirt. To ensure the safety of the female students, the girls' dormitory gate was equipped with a highly secure fingerprint lock. Upon arriving at the cafeteria, she noticed there weren't many students, and the simple menu, lacking meat dishes, hardly explained this. After breakfast, Anqi leisurely went to class, but there weren't many students in the classroom yet, as most were in the restroom brushing their teeth and adjusting their appearance. Most of the students here came from very well-off families. Academic success was one thing, but personal image was always carefully maintained. They weren't overly worried about finding jobs in the future. The class schedule here was quite different from many other places. There were only 4 classes in the entire morning. The break time was still 10 minutes, so the pressure wasn't too great overall, which was evident in Anqi's always smiling face, completely devoid of the fatigue often seen in senior high school students. At 12 noon, she went for lunch. Usually, Anqi didn't eat at the cafeteria but ordered food outside with her friends, which the school didn't prohibit since tuition and other fees were paid in full. Compared to the cafeteria food, the outside food was much more appealing. And given the economic conditions of their families, it was quite normal. After lunch, because she had plenty of free time, Anqi often went for a walk with her best friend to relax, chat, and have fun on campus. It's worth noting that in Korea, whether it's winter or summer, female students often wear short skirts as part of the school uniform tradition. To encourage students to wear uniforms, brands even invite Korean celebrities to promote them, increasing the price to around 30,000 won per set. Unlike many places where students still learn with books and pens, the private school Anqi attends uses computers for most classes. The classroom atmosphere is quite free, and activities are more relaxed than in traditional learning environments. Soon it was time for dinner, and Anqi went down to the cafeteria for a meal. The menu was still quite simple. After eating, she brushed her teeth, returned to the dormitory to rest for a while, and then continued to her evening self-study class. Around 10 p.m., her school day officially ended. Returning to her room, she cleaned up, went to bed, chatted with friends, and went to sleep when she felt sleepy. That was a typical day for a high school girl. This couple, despite a 20-year age difference, had to sleep in separate rooms each night after getting married. Do you know how harmonious their lives are? At 8:30 a.m., 30-year-old Taro and his 50-year-old wife wake up to prepare breakfast in their small kitchen. Both are ordinary office workers, living in an apartment in Kanagawa. Because his wife's job is often busy and she works late, Taro usually handles the cooking. However, today they both had the opportunity to cook together, as it's one way they nurture their relationship. After preparing the food, they sit down to eat and chat about interesting things that happened at work. Taro's wife used to be a staunch believer in not getting married and had planned to live alone for life. But after a chance encounter with Taro, she gradually realized that having a companion in life is also very enjoyable. Moreover, Taro always doted on and cared for her in their daily lives, and didn't mind the age difference between them at all. Because of this, they decided to fall in love and got married less than a year later. After breakfast, they divided the household chores between them. Remarkably, since their marriage, except for weekends, Taro has handled most of the household chores. Although his wife is 20 years older than him, he still takes care of her like a little girl. When all the housework is done, they fold clothes and chat. Due to work commitments, they hardly have much time together during the day except on weekends, so they especially cherish the time they spend together. After a brief argument, at 12 noon they changed clothes and went out for lunch, and also strolled around town on a date. This was an indispensable activity every weekend for the two of them. In the evening, they usually returned home to have dinner together. Their current life is quite simple. Besides work and earning money, they spend most of their time enjoying their own world. Regarding children, they have no plans for the time being because they are both very satisfied with their current life. Although there is a significant age difference, it doesn't cause any difficulties in their lives. The tarot suggests That age is just a number and doesn't really affect feelings. As long as the two are compatible, everything else is unimportant. Instead of worrying about age, he wants to dedicate all his time and energy to life. Despite facing opposition from family and friends, Taro has never regretted their decision. In their daily lives, the couple clearly divides responsibilities. Taro takes on most of the housework, while his wife only does some simple tasks, and he proactively shares the rest. Although his wife is 50 years old this year, she still resists many chores like housework and cooking because Taro is worried about her getting hurt, so he usually lets her do the lightest tasks. After dinner, they wash the dishes, shower, and then relax together. In the living room, they often drink tea, chat, play tarot, and read books while the wife does stretching exercises. It's a time for both of them to completely relax and enjoy life. Around midnight, they return to their room to rest. Unlike most other couples, after marriage, Taro and his wife always sleep in separate rooms. According to them, this helps them both get better quality sleep. This is the typical married life of a couple in Japan.